the additional energy that should be given to an electron to reduce its de Broglie wavelength from 1 nanometer to 0.5 nanometer is. So, again we consider de Broglie wavelength for an electron lambda equal to h by root of 2me and energy, kinetic energy or total energy. So, lambda is inversely proportional to the energy. More the energy, lesser is the value of the wavelength. Okay? Now using this, the final wavelength I will call it as lambda dash, initial wavelength I will call it as lambda. That is equal to root of E by E dash. E by E dash. Initial wavelength given is 0.5. Initial wavelength is 0.5 nanometer. Initial wavelength is 1 nanometer. Initial wavelength is 1 nanometer. Final wavelength is 0.5 nanometer. So, you are reducing the wavelength by increasing the energy. So, this is E by E dash. E by E dash. Now, I have to square this up. This is half, no. This is literally half because 0.5 is half. Now, when I square this up, squaring this, E by E dash is 1 by 4. That implies rearranging the final energy of the electron is 4 times the initial energy. Final energy of the electron trying to reduce its wavelength should be increased to a value, up to a value 4 times the initial energy. But if you look at the question, see, options are given 4 times the initial kinetic energy, 3 times, 0.5 times, 2 times. Suddenly you might jump into the conclusion that option D is right. But look at the question. Additional energy should be given. This should be the final energy in total. Already it has got an initial energy E. Final energy should be 4E. So, the additional energy given should be the difference that must be added. Final energy minus initial energy is a additional energy given, which is to be given, which is rather 4E minus E. So, 3E is the additional energy given. The total final energy should be 4E. Already it has got an initial energy E. So, in addition, you have to give 3 times the initial energy in order to make the final wavelength reduce to 0.5 nanometer. That is why, looking at the options, option B is the correct answer.